Warning. This show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, as you see me laying face down. Your head by the sword in your eye.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quad and with me is Carmine incidentally.
Yeah, hi. Andy, why do you never sound 100% positive about anything you're saying? It's like, hello and welcome to Suplah, I guess, whatever this is.
Not like he's been doing it for the past 8 years.
Yeah,
So that's why I didn't get the job.
probably.
I don't even know my own name. Hi, I'm Andy.
I think I'm Andy.
Who am I? And with me as always is Liam Dunn.
Always.
Thanks. Actually, it's funny that we start off talking about how Andy had a job interview, because I actually came up with an idea for him to get off the dole and start earning money.
I'm not even on any kind of dole. I just don't.
He
I
prefers
just-
action figures.
What? No.
What? Oh, transatlantic misinterpretations.
You say tomato, I say tomato, and shit.
And I say you're stupid.
So basically, what the dole is like, it's job seekers' benefits. So Andy would get paid to look for jobs
Right.
I am not on that.
because he's an idiot. Anyway, the point of the being is,
I like how you made fun of him for being on it. Then when you discovered he's not on it, you make fun of him.
it's Andy. He's got to be made fun of in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, I had an idea
Never
to
give up.
get Andy earning money, right?
Yeah.
Andy, in this scenario, Andy is an entrepreneur, right? And he's self-employed. Okay, have I got you yet? Is this a great way to start?
No, not really.
I-
But continue. Let's keep going.
Okay. So apparently, you can actually make a living off selling used knickers.
Okay, I had to tune out for a bit, and I came back literally just to hear the words used knickers. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but good news, fuckers, I gotta go.
He's got to go. It was lovely having him here
Yeah,
for 1
what
minute.
a great show this has been. Remember that time we talked about fucking underwear? Jesus Christ.
With me, not as always, is no longer Carmine.
That literally made zero sense. So, have fun with that, Liam.
I'll try. Anyway, so
Who's recording?
Andy.
I'm
What's
still
happening?
recording, it'll be fine, just keep
Oh
going.
my god!
Breaking the fourth wall because Andy's an idiot. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Anyway,
I'm gone.
So I'm thinking that you
Did
can
that hurt?
go.
Or...
I'm not even going to finish this because there's no point.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, I'll sell my underwear. Spaff in my
No,
underwear and sell
no,
it. There we go. The end.
Not sell your underwear. Wear ladies' underwear and then sell it, pretending you're a girl. Boom.
No, I'm not doing that ever. My.
But you could make a decent profit off that. I'm just saying. I think you could earn more money than me.
No,
Why not?
I'm not.
Look, you're unemployed. You don't exactly have choices here.
But I'm not gonna do that.
You know who else
Where's
is
my?
choices?
Why-
James.
If it comes to
Dead.
if the day
I'm
comes,
going to segue onto the news, damn it.
God damn it, the day comes where I have to do that, then fuck me, I've done something wrong with my
I
life.
don't really care. I want to talk about the whole Mickie James fiasco. Right.
Should I inform our fans what we're talking about?
I was going to, but you can do it for me if you really want.
Hooray! So Mickie James is being written off TV when James Storm, and I'm not fucking with anyone by the way, threw her onto train tracks, and it was due to the fact that she had something else booked that coincided with the next set of Impact tapings. And the next day, Storm mentioned on Twitter that someone had actually called the cops on him after it was aired. Dave Meltzer's noted as a result, James won't be on Impact for a while, and James is in, James Storm is in, Mickie James. This is fucking confusing as fuck.
Why have they both got James in
God,
their
I fucking hate this company. Change one of their names. Fuck. Right, so Mickie James.
Fuck! Change one of their names. Coming to the ring. Fuck!
I would prefer fuck, to be honest. Right, so Mickie James will be on Impact for a while and has said that she may not come back at all. And Meltzer also notes that the announcers didn't even fucking talk about what they just saw because they were completely unaware of the segment because it was obviously taped after the show was taped because this company is fucking retarded and tape shows 15 years in advance.
Okay, before we even start anything, I want to talk about the major plot holes of this entire section, right? This entire bit that this awful.
Only got an hour, mate.
I will try and streamline it. Okay, TNA. In what universe, in what world exists where there's CCTV cameras that have sound?
In
Right?
HD.
At HD, the quality was better than my webcam.
It's better than.
Have you even seen CCTV footage? It's not difficult. You watch it on, I don't know, bloody Watchdog. There's loads of evidence to show that CCTV is not great quality, especially when it's recorded. It's done in like frames because it records so much it can't actually hold all that information, right? Bit nerdy. I don't give a shit. If you're gonna do it properly. The way they were halfway down the fucking tracks, they were at least 5-7 meters, something like that. I'm not great with maths or distance. Fuck you. Anyway, they were way down there, and I can hear them as if Mickie James is talking to me on the phone. No, sound does not travel like that. That is physics. That you have broken the laws of physics. That doesn't make sense.
The best part about this is like, you know how Naomi does like the rear view as a finishing move?
Right.
James Storm kind of just does like a similar thing, but to the side, like he's doing some kind of bump or something.
Booty bump.
That's the one. And he just booty bumps it off.
It's not even that. No, it's not even that.
And then you just now we have to presume that she's dead.
No, it's not even that. They don't even understand how basic physics work. They don't understand how basic technology works. Okay, right. I get that wrestling is fictional. I get it. I do. Okay? But the thing is, the difference is wrestling is a fictional medium that portrays itself as reality. It's like reality television. It's like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's not like The Walking Dead. You watch The Walking Dead, you know they're actors, you know the zombies are made with makeup and visual effects. You know that. But wrestling sits in this world where we know it's fake, but it's trying to it's pretending to be real life.
It's simulating a sport.
Yeah. What possessed what? I don't look. Okay. Why kill someone off who's not dead? I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
And the reason is because she's at some fucking convention or something during.
She's at a convention.
So they killed her off.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, right.
Yeah, no, and that's not even the worst part about it. The worst part about it is that because they clearly taped this after Impact was taped. I know this is like tapeception, so please bear with me on this.
Just tape of a tape in a taped show.
But because there's a tape within a tape within a tape, the commentators are in the second tape or the third tape or some fucking.
What level of tape are they in?
They're basically in a level of tape where it was like they're in the past. So they couldn't even be like, oh wow, is she okay? So it was like, fuck it, move on. Who gives a wank?
Okay, I think we need to try and gather our thoughts a little bit. Okay, so there's first the plot holes, and then there's the just general why.
Yeah.
Right, so there's the technological plot holes, which I've just mentioned at the fact that they don't even know how basic physics works. They don't even understand that. Then there's the kind of just general plot holes of the story in that okay, let's just pretend that this story is real for a moment. Who thought it would be a good idea to check out the CCTV of a local train station?
How would TNA obtain that footage?
And thirdly, who would go, well, that's just one of our top stars who got murdered. Let's put that in the show.
Not call the police or
Not call the police.
This is the thing.
Not fire James. Okay, so there's video evidence of James Storm's character killing another character. They put it on the show. They put it out to air for fans. And the character of James Storm doesn't even get fired. They don't call the police. What?
Here's the best thing about it as well.
What?
It's like one guy killing another person and someone else nearly ended the industry. So why does Billy Corgan fucking really sit there and think, you know, it'd be a good idea? Let's have someone kill someone else off. Dipshit cunt. You bald, irrelevant prick.
If this was portrayed in the same sort of manner that Breaking Bad was, if this was Breaking Bad, you'll get it. It's acting. They're actors. They're characters. But this is supposed to be a fictional show that's simulating real life.
This insults my intelligence.
This doesn't insult intelligence. This insults the very fabric of reality. The universe should feel dirty that this happened.
You can. Are they just doing this just so that someone's talking about them?
I actually think this is their plan. I think they have purposely. You know how I said?
You know,
next
week.
No, listen, I have a theory. You've just made me come up with a theory.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago, I think it was with Carmine, I said that the best thing for TNA to do now
is die.
Not that. They will never be able to be taken seriously as a wrestling.
Yeah, I remember this conversation.
They will never be able to be taken seriously as a wrestling organization.
Oh God, no.
The best hope that we have now for TNA is to become so car crash television-like that it kind of takes the piss out of itself and it takes the piss out of wrestling.
I feel like we're there already.
I think Billy Corgan listens to this show and he was like, that's a fucking good idea.
They're gonna do this every week. Like next week, we're gonna have like the Impact Zone on fire or something.
Just,
you know what I mean, like
James Storm burns down the arena. Fuck
no, like Josh Matthews just gets sick and tired of, I don't know, of fucking.
Isn't he in Nashville?
Why is it the fucking next thing? Stop existing! God, how's it work? Right, I saw bits of Impact because of this shit that happened. Why in the wank are they in a tiny ass room and like fucking they're in a tiny room? They're not at the arena, so they're taping.
I don't understand.
And they're taping the commentary over and what?
So they're taping. So wait, hang on.
Oh my God! Inception was easier than this.
It really is the wrestling version of Inception. So hang on, we're watching a taped version of Josh Matthews and Al Snow watching a taped show. So we're watching a tape within a tape. And then we watched the tape of Mickie James getting hit by a train, which was a tape within a tape within a tape. What is happening? What is the levels of existence that TNA? This is actually quite amazing that this has happened.
Please make this stop. Just stop. Just stop. The fact that Ring of Honor is on your channel now is a sign that you should just stop. Just stop. Just don't do it anymore. Dixie, just get up from your desk and go, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Close the door, lock the door, drive off into the sunset, and just be done with it.
But she doesn't. She wants to convince herself that a woman can make it in a man's wrestling world.
It's not even that. It's your company. Shit.
Your company. I literally.
It's a joke.
At this point, I think that a fucking 3-year-old could run it better.
Oh yeah.
I really do.
Like some of the stuff that she said on.
I have to question who's actually in charge of Panda Energy, because as far as I'm aware, by the looks of it, Barry jumped ship from WWE and running the fucking network and decided to take up the CEO position of Panda Energy and was like, give TNA all the money. Give it all. Thanks, Barry.
I don't want to talk about TNA anymore because I keep talking about them. I'm gonna start crying.
I can't even fathom. TNA, look, just
Stop! Just stop! Right, the letters TNA are essentially a joke. It's a fucking joke company. It's a parody of a wrestling company. It really
I actually
is.
think that's what it's become now. I think it's actually become self-aware, and it has become a parody, and I think it's intentionally become a parody. And I said that's the only way for them to survive, but I'm kind of thinking that this is to the point where you're trying to parody wrestling and real life at the same time, but you don't kill off someone who's not dead. This doesn't. What's going to happen? I'm sorry. Is Mickie James going to turn into a female Undertaker character? Is that what you're going to do? Is she going to come out with a fucking death march of?
What they said, but the weird thing is that the thing that insults everyone's intelligence is they've actually come out and said, well, she isn't actually dead. But it's like she got run over by a train.
Well, what it looked like from the tape. So James knocked James, booty bumped James. So James booty bumped James into the train line, and she fell apparently a long distance. So, and then it's not actually suggested that she's ran over. It's kind of left ambiguous, but
Yeah, but
the whole point. Why would someone just knock him into a train line just like lol? If they didn't have any intention to kill them. It's just ridiculous. And I cannot even, can you imagine?
I can't, no.
Could you imagine?
I don't want to.
10 years ago when TNA was on the rise and it looked like they were putting on better stuff than WWE. Could you imagine 10 years later saying they just did an angle where someone tried to murder another person? That was an angle. That was a storyline. She's not really dead.
When people are like, the Attitude Era needs to come back, and I've said this for years, TNA is the Attitude Era. It doesn't work.
TNA, when people make fun of wrestling, TNA is kind of the stereotype of what they expect.
It's not even good. It's not even like.
But that's what I mean.
It's not even something you want to watch just because it's bad. Like
it's not even that sort of. It's not even The Room. You know, The Room is so bad, it's hilarious and amazing. It's not even that. It's in this weird world where it's so bad, it's still bad. And that's not good.
I'm tired of this. I can't.
All right, let's move on. But for fuck's sake, my last parting words is tape fuckingception. What the fuck?
Like, don't tape 15.
Don't tape a tape of people talking about a tape and then tape that. Because I'm confused already as to where the taping stops. Am I being taped?
What is
me watching TNA being taped and then taped for someone else to watch? What?
Are we taping this? So does that mean there's a tape?
So this is a taped show, and we're talking about a taped show. Oh my god! Right. So the Suplah is taped, and we're talking about a taped.
No, my brain.
The taped show where it contains a taped. Oh my god! My head hurts.
Brock Lesnar. Let's talk about Brock instead.
Brock Lesnar is coming back because Raw's ratings are poor, and I'm surprised they haven't blamed it on Seth Rollins.
It's so sad. Like, okay, you know why the rating's actually bad? Because your shit is on for 3 fucking hours a week, and it features Kane 9,000 fucking times, and now you've just brought back the Big Show, which is an instant fucking remote pick up and change the channel person.
The problem is, I just don't think they really market their stars very well.
No, of course they don't.
I mean, John Cena is still the face. I'm not saying that he should be in the main event or anything. He is still the face, but how many people know John Cena's name compared to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I actually asked my mate, do you know who Seth Rollins is? No. Do you know who John Cena is? Yes. Fuck off. You know what I mean? It's like, they just... If you're going to push everyone, like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, at least market them.
This is the thing. I don't think WWE really understands.
Like, they've never
Wait.
made a star.
The thing, no, it's not even that. I don't think they understand how really the ratings work. The thing is, you need to get ratings. You need to put on a story that people can get emotionally invested into. I don't think you can do that when you don't really give a shit.
Yeah, they don't. They're just,
To be honest,
churning out the same shit week in and week out. And it's like, well, I mean, as much as I love Kevin Owens, he's great. But you look at...
no. The thing is, as well, is kind of what happened with Kevin Owens. I get it. He beat Cena clean. Yep. All right. Let's just move on from that fact for a moment. The problem is, the storyline that is happening with Cena and Kevin Owens is kind of similar to the storyline that he had with Rusev. The new up-and-comer who comes in, dominates everyone, beats Cena in one match, although Owens did it cleanly and Rusev didn't, still beats Cena in their first match, their first big pay-per-view match together. This happened literally a few months ago.
And
This was the same storyline.
And if you look at the pay-per-view, if you look at the two Raws heading into Elimination Chamber, they were pretty much the same bloody fucking events. They were just like, oh, Kevin Owens pop-up powerbomb Cena. Next one, Cena gets pop-up powerbombed again. It's like, copy, paste. That's basically all that was.
It does feel sometimes like it's a bit of a rerun.
And it doesn't help that these part-timers like Brock keep coming back, because every bloody pay-per-view in between SummerSlam and WrestleMania feels like a filler shit, and also that you're giving it away they've given away like 3 months or 2 months at least of the network for free. So that's like saying, well, this isn't actually worth paying for, so don't bother.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you bring up the whole pay-per-views and especially Elimination Chamber, because there was reports going around that the writers backstage said that they actually prefer having not pay-per-views anymore. They're called specials. They prefer having specials every 2 weeks because they said it means they have to do a go-home show every 2 weeks, so they have to build it up quicker. But the problem is with that is that you didn't really do that. It was a copy and paste job.
And the thing is, as well, I don't know if I like or hate that. If you're gonna have 3-hour Raws, technically speaking, that's an extra 2 hours between, like, that could be that what would have been a third Raw. So I can kind of see that, but it's stupid having 3 hours. It's so stupid because...
Well, no, it's not. It's not that.
But that's what I feel is
the problem
harming it.
is no. The problem that's harming it is that you look at any story, like any film, television series. There's an arc. There's an overall arc to that story. The characters start somewhere, they go on a journey, and then it concludes, and they have changed. Something has changed.
Raw, nothing ever changes.
So when Kevin Owens comes out and powerbombs Cena, statistically speaking, the next part of the story, something between those two characters should change. Cena should get more angry. Owens should get a win over a jobber to show just how superior he is. Coming out and doing that same thing again is not developing a narrative.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the format for every single Raw that has been on for the whole year, right?
Go on, tell me them.
So you got Canada's a nut, this theme song's boring, and it puts everyone...
Yeah, okay, hang on. Let's start off with that, right? Let's start off with the theme song. First major issue, the theme song of Raw. I remember, and Andy always hates me for this, I came in during the, Ruthless Aggression era, right? Say what you want, but the theme song for Raw in that period was fucking amazing. Like that to me, I remember watching it on Friday nights at 10 o'clock. I was like, this is Raw, yeah. I was like 12, so that's how I spoke. I kind of spoke like how Andy speaks now.
I'm not a fucking invalid.
Anyway, wait, all 12-year-olds are invalids?
No, but you're saying I have the brain capacity of a 12-year-old.
Anyway, so I was like, that got me hyped for the show. Even Nickelback's song got me hyped, kind of. It was Nickelback.
Going out tonight.
Going out tonight. I'm going to eat some chicken. Gonna take a shit. Yeah, great. Nickelback, thanks. But
Oh, okay.
it's better than Tonight is the night.
Okay, and then after that, cue pyro, if they do it or not.
They do it so rarely now.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Cocaine.
no. Cue.
Oh, sorry. I've jumped the gun. I've got a few pages.
Yeah, wait a minute. Oh, King of Kings. Oh, the authority speaks for about fucking half hour, and then times 1,000.
What's that? Sorry, what was that?
That's Kane's theme song.
That was not Kane's theme.
It was. It goes.
What? No.
I'm Kane. That's how his theme song goes. And then he's just like, I do what business for business. I'm Kane. And he talks for a while, and then the New Day do a thing and go, we are definitely not racist. And then what else happens? I don't know. Fucking they plug the network, and then for the rest of the show, Michael. Fuck, I can't do it properly. Michael.
I was going to ask, is the coughing part of it or?
Ball game, Michael. Ball game, Michael. Ball game, Michael. And then the show ends with Seth Rollins doing something. Welcome to Raw. Oh wait, I forgot the open challenge where Cena wins. LOL. Monday Night Raw is not Raw. It is the most scripted fucking non-fucking Raw thing on the planet.
This is the thing. There's no narrative. There isn't. It's okay. Thinking of it as a 3-act structure, there is no second act. WWE goes first act, fucking third act, back to first act.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Divas match, random Divas match, and then
You can get you can't touch. You can be
are they heels or faces now?
No one knows.
Because I think they're heels again.
No one knows. No one knows. This is what I mean. There's no narrative. There's no character development. It was like they were like, okay, so Brie and Nikki hate each other. So Nikki turns on Brie. So Nikki's a heel, Brie's a face, and then Brie turns heel. It's never really explained, and then they turn face, and I don't even know if that was a what. I don't know. And I still don't know to this day what's happening. There's no development. There's no character development. These characters do not go on a journey. It's not like Nikki is going out saying, I am determined to be the longest reigning Divas champion. She doesn't say that. There's no end goal. She's just holding something. She's a placeholder for that belt. No, I'm sorry. She is. There's no goal. There's no, oh, I want to be the champion for 500 days. There's nothing. What is happening to her character? She's stale. There's nothing. She is stuck in limbo. This is.
Oh God! There was a match on Superstars with I think it was Harper and Rowan against. It might have been the Matadors or Matadores or whatever the fuck they're called, right? And literally, they put on quite literally the exact same match on Raw.
That's a slightly different matter though, because that is just those guys clearly being lazy in the ring.
It's not. No, it's not that. It's like it's not them being lazy. It's just fucking. I swear there've been matches on SmackDown that have just happened on Raw, and it's
This is
not.
what I mean. This is what I mean. There is no narrative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no story here. It's just things are happening
There
for
is
no reason.
there is no story. There is no character development. There is no narrative. You just get Kevin Owens comes out, trash talk Cena, takes him out. 1 week later, takes him out. A couple of days later, beats him. Okay. There's two parts of a three-part narrative.
The Kevin Owens thing is like I feel like it's the best thing about the show because Kevin is like Cena, he's been around.
No, even that. It is two. It was 2 acts. We went from Act 1, him challenging Cena, to Act 3, him beating Cena. There was no Act 2. Act 2 was Act 1 again. That's not an act. You skipped a whole part of a narrative there, guys.
If Cena wins, I'm just gonna give up with life.
Well, I'm not saying that he should, but what I am saying is there's no narrative. Kevin Owens has a goal. I get it. He's a different matter. But, like I said, okay, it's the Divas belt. No one really takes it seriously, because why should they?
Even the tag division, it's just fucking there. Like, great, it's the New Day, but there's 3 of them, and there's 2 belts. Isn't that fucking...
What I would do if I was head of creative, just throwing it out there. I know it's a hypothetical scenario that everyone does, but I always just wondered why don't you just go, right, okay, I'm going to get a team of 2-3 writers and they focus on just simply one storyline. So you 3 will be given the John Cena Kevin Owens match. You other 3 will be given the Seth Rollins title storyline. And then you 2 can sort out the Divas, right? You come up with your stories, then we'll converge and make a show together out of that. Why don't they do that? Why do they all just sit in one big boardroom going, right, and the next story is going to be... I've never understood that thought process. Surely, if 2 people or 3 people were intimately in on one storyline, they could focus on it better than going, well, I've got to focus on 15 fucking storylines on 20 different shows, half of which are on the network, which nobody really watches.
Because, unfortunately, that uses common sense. And, unfortunately, none of these fucking people have common sense.
I just don't get it. I've just never understood that process. Why doesn't Triple H just say, okay, you, Barry...
Why the fuck?
Why doesn't Barry
like that?
What?
The way he went, Sir Barry, like he's
Barry. So Barry, because apparently in my head they merge into one. So Barry, you and Derek can focus on, I don't know, tossing salads or something, whatever. Just whatever's interesting for the kids nowadays to get them talking on social media. Because let's be honest, the tossing salad storyline would definitely get going on Twitter. That would trend pretty quickly.
What? What are you saying?
I don't know. You need to stop me when I go off on these mind tangents.
Okay, we're moving on then. So Samoa Joe has signed a full-time contract because of his merchandise sales. His merch sales are actually sold out, and Triple H and Vince pushed him to sign full-time, and according to PW Insider, WWE, in the previous weird contract, they had a clause allowing the WWE to sign Samoa Joe to a full-time contract. And with Ring of Honor now on a national network, they chose to exercise that clause. But unfortunately, Samoa Joe has done something really stupid and injured Tyson Kidd by giving him the muscle buster in a dark match.
Brilliant. Well, 2 weeks ago, me and Carmine were talking about the Samoa Joe situation and how rare it was, but it's kind of a moot point now because, 2-3 weeks after it happened, he's gone to a full-term contract. I think this was a power play by WWE to stop him showing up on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Although I'd like to get your opinion on this. I think it's great that they are actually acknowledging the fact that people like Joe and Owens and Sami Zayn actually have a past together outside of WWE.
Well, yeah, I mean,
not going,
it's insulting people's
oh
intelligence.
my God, Renee, what's Hawaiian Joseph doing? the NXT zone.
The only time I don't like it is if the company in question is worse. So, like, say if TNA references WWE things, I think that's bad. But because it's Ring of Honor and, I don't know, fucking
Well,
TNA.
they don't. Well, the difference. No, the difference is they don't actually acknowledge Ring of Honor. They just say they've been fighting all over the world.
Yeah, that's
What
fine.
TNA does, which I think is really sad, really pathetic, and really shows that they are the number 2, possibly now number 3 company in the world, is the fact that I remember, I think it was No Surrender 2006. Don't hold me to this, but it was a pay-per-view, and yeah, this was it. So it was a pay-per-view, and it opens up, or the first, like, they had one match, and then it opens up with a limo appearing outside the Impact Zone.
Oh, yeah, this was the Vince thing, wasn't it?
And then out steps, quote-unquote, Vince McMahon, damn it. Clearly just an actor portraying Vince, and he's here to check out TNA, damn it. And it was so sad. Abyss shows up with balloons, and Shane Douglas is like, we want to interview Vince on TNA. And Vince is like, I don't want to be interviewed, damn it. And it was so sad. It was so pathetic. It was such a terrible attempt to call out WWE. And it's not just even that situation. It was the fact also, I remember when Christian Cage first jumped to TNA, and he comes out and he's like, oh my God, Mike, today it's Christian Cage. What's he doing in the Impact Zone? Like, that's where this whole joke started, because that was pretty much what they did. And Christian Cage comes out and he's like, when I started, there were 2 companies. One was old, tired, and worn out. The other was new, exciting, and interesting. Now, 10 years later, there's 2 companies, not 10, fucking 2. I can't count. I'm Christian Cage.
I'm Christian Cage.
There's 2 companies. One's old, tired, and worn out. The other is TNA. It's like, really? Is that why 4 years later you went back? Do you really? Is that real thoughts, or were you just told to say that? Go on, Christian, tell us the truth. You were just told to say that, weren't you? Clearly.
The thing is, it's like 10 years later. Mickie
10
James
years
is thrown
later.
to a fucking train track.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-host of the year 2014 and editor of the Suplah, Sam Brooks. Unfortunately, whilst the Suplah was being recorded, we experienced some technical difficulties. At this point, Liam and Andy decided to talk about how Kevin Owens has moved up from NXT and will be on Raw with a full-time contract. We apologize for the interruptions, and we hope that you continue to enjoy this episode.
This is very interesting, because usually, like, people like Seth Rollins, who actually came out in an interview and said that he was fed up with being stuck in development for so long. I find it very interesting that with Owens, they're pretty much fast-tracking him straight to the main roster.
We need new stars. Now.
Well, it's not. No. It's not necessarily new stars. We've kind of established that it's not new stars. It's just they don't know how to make characters. They don't know how to make interesting characters.
Well, even characters that they quote-unquote have made in the past, the only one they've ever really actually made, in theory, is Cena, really. Because Hogan was already wrestling and kind of began to make a name for himself in AEW.
What about The Rock?
The Rock, he came in as Dweeby McDweeby wearing what I can only imagine and tell you as the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And people were chanting, die, Rocky, die at him. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the biggest name in the history of our business, debuted as the Ring Master. Okay? These idiots have no idea how to make a star. They
That's a
just
good point.
They just go along with what the fans want. People liked and were cheering Cena. Yeah, they haven't even made Cena. People were cheering for Cena at one point when he was a rapper. So they were like, fuck it, turn him face.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it makes business sense. If
Yeah, I know it makes
cheering-
business sense, but the point is they've never made anyone. They're hiring people from like other fucking companies like El Generico. I mean,
Yeah,
Sami
but
Zayn
surely, if they're open to being hired, then why not do it? That's like having I don't know what the analogy was going to be, but that's not a dumb move by any means. They
No,
already, have,
that's not a
they
dumb
already have an
move, but
established fan base. Look at Samoa Joe. If Samoa Joe came in and they were like, we've never seen this guy. This is his first match, and he's Joe Derp, and he comes out with a mohawk and looking like a twat, he probably wouldn't get over it as much as if they just went, hey, it's Samoa Joe.
you just described Sheamus. Yeah, he looks like a fucking gimp.
He has a mohawk, and he looks like
Like,
a twat.
here's their attempt of making characters. You know what Sheamus needs, damn it? He needs to braid his pubic beard, and he needs to, give him a mohawk, yes. You know what Wade Barrett needs? We need to give him a crown and a cape. Yes, that will get him over, yes.
Vince, sorry. Can I
What?
just, can I just interrupt for a second?
No! But okay.
Who gave you these ideas? Was it Barry by any chance?
Barry is the greatest member of our creative team.
Look at the core I created. It has a mohawk. Yes, give it to Sheamus.
He is better than anyone we've ever had. He has come up with so many gems, including the New Day, and having JPL and Booker T on commentary. That was his greatest accomplishment.
And let us not forget the emotionally roller coaster ride that was the Bella Twins splitting last
And
summer.
he came up with this gem, the Mega Powers of Curtis Axel and fucking Macho Mandow. Barry is God. Hello.
So wait, Barry is running both Panda Energy and is the lead creative writer.
Barry's basically he is the guy. He's the one.
He is just the one.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
But thank you, Barry. Thank you for the lovely influences you've had on the wrestling world. I must say.
Blah blah blah.
I think we should have a mohawk.
Right. So okay, so they're trying to make new stars, right? So
Kissed off.
WWE are having their next round of tryouts, and names include the likes of Tommaso Ciampa, a former Ring of Honor television champion who previously had a developmental contract within the WWE in the mid-2000s, and he's had a successful career in Ring of Honor, so he could do well in this tryout camp. A former UFC fighter in Matt Riddle with an 8-3 record. However, he is a slightly controversial figure because he's failed twice in 2 drug tests for marijuana, and it led to his firing from the UFC. So, good one if you want to do that and not fail the wellness policy. Also, Jessica Havoc, the former TNA Knockouts champion, who is currently dating Solomon Crowe, apparently. But not only that, she is apparently still working for TNA. I don't know if that's true, but unfortunately for her, right in the middle of a tryout, news broke on the internet that someone had unearthed a large amount of incredibly racist and sexist tweets that she had made years back. Other tryout members include Tyler Hendricks, who competed in TNA in the past, who had a disagreement with Dixie Carter, who said that she was too heavy for TV, which of course makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but what can you do? And also the female wrestler formerly known as Rosie Lodolove, who's now called Andrea, who's been in TNA before. She retired 2 years ago, but she's lost 100 pounds and has returned to the ring. And I've seen her before and after picture, and holy shit, she lost a load of weight.
What's she called again?
Andrea?
No. Rosie Lodolove, right?
Yes.
Let's have a look. Sorry, you keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see.
You need to see the before and after pictures. It's fucking remarkable. Other people include the likes of Johnny... Fucking hell, I can't speak. Johnny Gargano and Chuck Taylor, who both wrestle on the indies, who are quite good. And then there's like just a bunch of random people who I've never heard of in my life.
Fuck, she looks massively different.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, well done, girl.
So what do you think of this crop of talent, Liam?
The thing is, excluding... Okay, right, let's look at the actual winners of Tough Enough.
This isn't tough enough.
I thought we were talking about Tough Enough.
No, this is just tryouts.
I don't give a shit. I'm talking about Tough Enough anyway.
Why do you not listen to what I'm saying?
I'm talking about Tough Enough. I don't give a shit.
Just listen to me.
It's just tryouts for Tough Enough. Anyway, look, the thing is, I'm not entirely sure why people would want to do Tough Enough.
Okay, well, we quickly moved on from this, but okay, why would...
Well, no, we haven't, because you were talking about tryouts for Tough Enough. I'm talking about Tough Enough.
These are not tryouts for Tough Enough. These are just WWE Performance Center tryouts.
For Tough Enough.
No! Why is your obsession with Tough Enough? Stop saying...
You were talking about Tough Enough!
We're not! This is just tryouts!
Oh, okay.
For NXT!
Well, I'm talking about Tough Enough. Fuck it.
Fine, we're Tough Enough.
The thing about Tough Enough
Oh, if I hear the words Tough Enough again, I'm gonna fucking go mental.
is that excluding Layla, who's the only winner of the show,
Who's what?
I mean the tree,
No, she's not a tree!
excluding Layla,
Who's not a tree?
no one who's won Tough Enough has actually done well.
I love in the last one, it was like, we can go with A. This Luke guy who's really, because it's back on the network and I watched it again and I was like, what are you doing? So we can go with A, this Luke guy who, he's got the look, he can talk, he's a good wrestler. We can go with B, lanky redneck man.
But what's his name?
Lanky redneck man.
It was Andy.
That's the one. And we can go with Andy. Yeah, what do you think, Vince? Oh, I like this Luke guy, but I'm gonna go with the redneck.
And what happens? They fire him before he even makes it onto the... I don't even think he made it into FCW. They fired him. And you know who actually survived? Who actually got hired and stayed the company to this day out of that season?
My favourite match of all time is...
My favourite match is Melina versus Alicia Fox from Raw. And even Austin was like...
Nope.
The fuck did
That was in
you
the
just
first...
say?
That was in the first week!
She was the first one out, and she actually landed a contract and is still there, and yet the guy who won it, who won the show, got fired before even debuting. Maven got fired. Jackie Gator, I think that was her name, got fired. Who the fuck won? I don't know. What's his name? Daniel Puder tried to choke out Kurt Angle in real life. Got fired.
Nydia.
Got fired.
Who else was there? Did John Morrison win it?
No.
So
did
wait,
he? No, I
wait.
think he might. No, I lie. He did,
Okay, John Morrison.
but he's not still there.
Okay, fired. Who else won it?
Exactly.
The Miz? Did the
No,
Miz win?
the Miz wasn't in it. He was in the one with Daniel Puder and the Boogeyman. Weirdly enough,
But he was too young to be on it.
the Miz wasn't.
No, the Boogeyman was.
No, the Boogeyman was too old to be on it.
I thought he was too young.
No, he was too old. He was 40. Yeah, no, sorry. So John Morrison did win it, but now he works for Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
So this was season 3. Matt Capitoli.
Yeah, but he died, which is not good.
He's not dead.
Matt Capitelli's dead.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's not.
I thought
He had a brain tumor, but it was removed and he fully recovered.
Oh,
you
good.
fucking idiot.
Good for him. I thought he died.
You knob.
Oh, good for him. I don't know. I didn't know
Oh,
that. I was
No, he's still alive. Bless you.
good for him.
He's still alive.
Okay, well there you go.
Before that. Oh no, wait, I lie. Layla didn't even win Tough Enough. She won the Diva Search.
You fucking Rem.
Wow, we know our stuff today, don't we?
People
Oh
have
yeah,
died.
we had Shaniqua. who was the valet of the Basham brothers. That's as far as she went with her career.
So wait, so who was the last ever winner of Tough Enough besides from the previous one with Austin?
That was Andy Levine.
Not that guy. I said the one before that one.
The one before that one was
Yes.
Daniel Puder. Because that was the $1 million Tough Enough.
Oh, what a load of wank! You gave that guy $1 million.
Yes.
Why?
Mike Mizanin was the runner-up. He was the runner-up.
You know what?
And he won the WWE title main event of WrestleMania and won.
Jesus, wrestling was bad back then, wasn't it?
Even okay, here's one. Sorry, the same Tough Enough that had The Miz also had Ryback.
Yeah, Ryan Reeves in it.
Yeah, Ryan Reeves, Ryback.
Meat on the table, I'm Skip Sheffield.
So it just goes to show that if no winner of Tough Enough is currently with the company,
Why?
the closest we got was John Morrison.
Or the Miz.
He didn't win it. You're more likely to get a contract by not actually winning. And if anything shows with the last one, if you act like Cameron, just say that Melina versus Alicia Fox was your favourite, and you'll be out in the first week, and you'll be there 5 years later.
So, oh no, it's not Austin on it anymore. It's Jericho. It's Andy. I'm Chris Jericho.
He's
Who
not
plays your
Triple H.
favourite? What is your favourite match of all time? Well, my favourite match. It was the Bella Twins against Paige and AJ at WrestleMania.
My favourite match was Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella at Night of Champions 2014.
You're both gone! I'm Chris Jericho. Buy my book. And this is my shit podcast where I bring a cowbell. For some reason.
And on that note, I think we should end the show.
So, I have been Andy Kwan.
And I have been Liam Dunn
And Carmine was here at one point.
for like a minute, and then he's gone. So we should see you on... I was going to say Tough Enough. We won't be on Tough Enough. We'll be on Bite
Oh, will we?
See you then. I honestly think we'll get a lot of that. Actually, might get laid.